everyone. Welcome to this edition of Crossroads. I'm Xiaojun.
Hello from Beijing. I'm Louisa Lee.
Now, Chinese culture is world famous, and many people are attracted to Chinese culture, and they traveled all the way from their home country to China to learn some craft and skills.
And who are these people, and what brought them here to China? Today, we'll be going on separate paths to learn more about their stories.
And first stop,
the city of Shanghai.
Here we go.
Wing-Chun is a method that teaches you to move in the quickest and more efficient way. It will train your nervous system to move in a certain way in anything you do. It teaches you to become Kung Fu.
Away from the studio in the capital, we are now in the Jingdezhen district of Shanghai City, and we are here to meet a Wing-Chun master who has made a name for himself on foreign soil. His name is Kleber, but people here in China call him Master Bai. Let's go find him. Were you doing some classic moves?
Yeah, this is part of the main form, which is called shooting town. So everybody know about this. Yeah.
When was your first initial contact with Wing Chun or Kung Fu?
Well, in general, Kung Fu, when I was a kid, watching Bruce Lee's movies, and I really loved it. But back then, nobody in Italy was doing Kung Fu. So I had to wait until, I was a little bit older. So from 2001, I discovered Kung Fu in Rome because before I was doing other things like boxing or other martial arts. I started in 2001 with Wing Chun, and since then I couldn't give it up because I just love it.
Why did you come to China to learn Wing Chun? I mean, if you could have learned it in Rome or Italy or back at home, you left the land of good food and vino, right?
Yes. Well, like Kung Fu is a Chinese thing. So if you wanted to learn how to make pizza, you should probably go to Italy. It is true that you can find like good masters still also outside China, but all the old masters of the previous generation are all Chinese.
We would love to see the progress of it when you first came to China.
Sure.
If you have any photos that you can show us?
Absolutely, I have photos, I have small videos, so I can show you all around some pictures and material that you can maybe get a better idea of what we're doing.
Yeah. So shall we go? Yeah.
Sure,
all
let's
right.
go.
Master Bai, thank you for inviting me to your private space.
Very welcome. Yeah.
We want to dig deeper into your process, your training process.
Sure.
So let's talk about your first master.
All right. When I moved back to London, I started to study with Clive Potter and then with Nino Bernardo, which are two very famous students in Europe of Master Wang Shenliang. Wang Shenliang is actually my Sifu's Sifu. And he was one of the top students of Master Ip Man. Ip Man is the one that everybody knows. And
so we have a photo of Ip Man. So Ip Man is the man, right?
Ip Man is the man. In Wing Chun, when you talk about Wing Chun, everybody refers to Ip Man,
right.
Even though there are different lineages.
So Ip Man was the master of Wang Shenliang.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Master Wang Shenliang trained Bruce Lee. So most of the things that Bruce Lee actually referred to also in his books and things are things that he took
from Wang-Chun Leung, and he also took from this other master, which is a very famous master that he created each one, which is called Wan Shanzai. So most of the theory that people say, Bruce Lee, amazing, you know, like, he was a very incredible person, but most of his theories come from, of course, like other Chinese masters, like.
And he brought Kung Fu, you know, to the Western world.
Exactly. I mean. When they saw this guy moving like, you know, like this, and he was super practical, they were like, wow, who is this guy? So small, so quick, so powerful. And he just shook the world back then, and everybody loved Kung Fu. In the 70s, it was like such a big thing. It was huge.
So where do you fit in all this? Where do you fit in this picture?
Well, you know, I fit because I'm a student of Wang Leung.
So Wang Leung, okay.
Yeah, that's the man.
That is also the man.
They're all the man. He started studying with Wang Leung the first day Wang Leung opened the school. So he started to study under Master Wang Leung for so many years. And he promised him that he wouldn't teach his style until the day he would pass away. So Master Wang Leung passed away in 1997, and that is when my master started to teach his practical Wing Chun, because it is slightly different. He doesn't really teach traditional Wing Chun. He teaches something that he called practical Wing Chun, which is a name that his Sifu gave it to him.
So you learned your skill from this master, right?
I learned before meeting him. Actually, I learned from two other students in England of Master Wang Leung. So I complete the traditional Wing Chun curriculum, and I was already teaching Wing Chun back then. And then I met this guy, and this guy just blew up my mind. Wow, I need to follow this guy, whatever it is. And then I moved to Hong Kong to follow him.
How long did you train with him?
I trained with him since 2008, end of 2008. So it's like 11 years now. Yes.
Was it challenging to gain his trust? Was it difficult in the beginning? I mean, for him to pass on the skills to you?
Absolutely. You know, like traditional Chinese masters, you know, they don't really give away their own things, like to the first person he comes, especially if he's a foreigner. So in the first 6 months, it was very, very hard to be able to gain his trust. I really trained in a very traditional way, which was very, very hard and very, very boring. But I knew that that was the process for me to show him, hey, I'm here to learn your thing, and I really love what you're teaching me. And then after 6 months, he came and he started to teach me real moves. I mean, not that what he was teaching me before was not real, but you know, like there are always like some certain kind of secret keys in the way you have to move the body and do certain kind of things that, you know, it's kind of like the secrets of Kung Fu.
Yeah, he kind of let his guards down and began teaching you authentic moves, right? Did your family support you? I mean, did they back you up on your dream to become a Kung Fu master? Just to give you an idea, you know, like back then, I moved to London to be a psychologist as well, and I was gaining so much money back then. You know, imagine like 15 years ago, I was getting like £4,000 every month. I was living in Notting Hill, which is one of the best areas in London. You gave that all up, right? And they gave everything up. Like I sold all my guitars. I had a collection of very old guitars, and you know, and I gave up my fiancée. I was with a Korean girl, and we were supposed to get married. I gave up love. I gave up my passions and everything just to follow my main passion, which is Kung Fu. Do you think it paid off? Absolutely. I will do it again and again, all over. I know you have a lot of students from various backgrounds, but most of your students are Chinese. What does it mean to you? Is it a validation? I mean, how important is it to you that you have a lot of local students? To gain their trust in a way, you know, a Chinese person could actually train this and learn this kind of like Kung Fu in general for free in the park from a very old Chinese master. So the fact that they chosen me and they keep following me for so many years, I'm really proud of this, and it makes me feeling so blessed in a way. And we know you have classes every day. Your schedule is quite packed. Oh, yes. I would love to witness the charm of Wing Chun. Absolutely. I have class tonight. Why don't you come and join us? You can teach me something. Absolutely. Let's do that. Master Bai. We are now in your Wushu Guan, which means it's basically a martial arts school.
It is a martial arts school. Everything here is related to martial arts. People come here to learn martial arts. I teach martial arts every day, and people refer to it in different ways, like dojo or Wuguan or something. But basically, it's just a place for people to come and learn this style. And because I'm a foreigner, I always have to prove myself, no matter what. But many people just walk in and left. So it's like really...
How do you make them stay? Do you have to show a few moves?
Well, you know, like the thing is this, you know, like I always have to show that, first of all, I know what I'm talking about. Because they think like, foreigner, he cannot understand. This is a Chinese belief. Why not? I mean, like, it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters how much you dedicate yourself into it, how much time you spend truly dedicating to the true core of the things.
Do you think modern day Kung Fu is different from, you know, traditional Kung Fu? Because you see a lot of these old movies, right, where you have to train yourself in the mountains and you need to be secluded from everywhere else and all desires of life. I mean, do you think this is it practical? Do you think modern day Kung Fu is different from, you know, traditional Kung Fu? Or maybe not traditional, but Kung Fu of the past?
Well, in a way, like, you know, what nowadays modern Kung Fu is called Wushu. But Wushu, because it became, in 2008, it became an Olympic sport. So modern Wushu is not Kung Fu anymore. It's another thing. People flying around, which is fantastic. I mean, like, if you love that, go to do Wushu. It's not what I love. Kung Fu for me is something completely different. Because in the past, of course, they trained it harder, but there were way less people who could actually give you access to the certain kind of knowledge, and there were less people who you could train with. There were less knowledge about the body. There were less technology you can use for it.
If we talk about Wing Chun in particular, because I read Wing Chun is quite practical, and can you explain that a little bit? Why do you think it's practical?
Wing Chun, I think, is a kind of like the MMA of Kung Fu in a way, because all these masters in the past, they need this to fight in wars, especially during the Taiping Rebellion. That is where actually Wing Chun kind of was born in a way. So that's why they say, okay, let's take this motion from here, this motion from there, and mix some of the styles. Of course, the two main styles that influenced the Wing Chun the most, but it took so many different influences from many different styles. Wing Chun, in a way, is just a way to use the body in the most effective, efficient, and fast way possible to defend against an attack. So if that works, like Bruce Lee was always saying, if that works, why cannot be Wing Chun? That is a way, you know, tradition sometimes is a really good thing, but tradition sometimes makes you stuck in your own mind and doesn't let you progress. So if tradition is a good thing, you should keep it. But when it's not, when you find something that is better, why don't you make it better? Modern generation are really into logic, into mathematics. They're really good at mathematics. So they're really, if you give it to them in a way that is also very interesting, they're really fascinated into it. And I think that they will bring it to a complete new level.
How many students do you have that have that potential to become, you know, a master themselves? You said it's about dedication, it's about devoting, discipline, everything else that comes with Kung Fu.
Maybe I was lucky enough to have like 2 or 3 of them that they really decided to dedicate themselves to it. But of course, 95% of my students are people that just love it, they come here to train, they have fun, which is completely fine. I don't pretend they want to become the next master or something. I do believe that, you know, some of them that will bring it to the next generation, but of course in a completely different way as I'm doing now. I'm really scared that Kung Fu is going to get lost. At the end, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be about me. It's about the art to be preserved. I really want to bring it outside China. I want to bring it back to Europe. I want to bring it in America, in Australia. I'm trying to meet up with people who already have the passion. They're maybe already teachers of martial arts. And we share the common principle. And then I can show them certain kind of things. The point is that you need to create a method. That is what my past 10 years was about. Otherwise, many of the Chinese masters I meet, they always tell me, this is the last generation where Kung Fu is alive, which is very sad for me. Even though I'm not Chinese, I love China, I love Chinese culture, and for me, if Kung Fu is going to die, I cannot even think about it. It's just really something that makes me really sad.
Good luck with your mission.
I hope so, yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
And before we wrap up this interview, I would like you to show me some moves, a trick or two, a few stances of Wing Chun, so I can, you know, fend off the bad guys. I can fight with you a little bit, maybe?
Sure.
I've just changed into my Kung Fu gear. Without further ado, let's join the action and see what they're doing in the class.
key to twist, so it's like step.
那你跟他学习的过程，你有什么样的感觉？
他不会有一些比较 mystify 的东西，就是神秘主义都没有，他会比较务实，然后教的东西也容易上手。
跟他学习有什么样的心得？
他其实在教你很多，就是武术不只是单招，它其实是一个整个的一个理论体系，对，然后不停的去怎么说，就培养你的情绪观，你怎么去看待武术这个东西。
So how long have you been learning Wing-Chun?
This style I've been learning for a year and a half, and I previously learned another system, another Wing-Chun system.
Okay.
First of all, I'd say the atmosphere is very different from traditional martial arts. It's a bit more relaxed and friendly here. And I love the style very much because it's very hands-on, very practical. It makes a lot of sense. I wanted to learn from style that really can actually also make a difference if I'm ever in that kind of situation.
Have you ever been in a situation where you have to use a Wing-Chun?
Not anymore because I've been living in China for 23 years and China is super safe. So I'm only worried when I go back home to Europe, but in China, no one is super safe. So
Not worry at all.
No worry at all.
After getting a taste of Wing-Chun, I think I might seriously considering pursue this as my new hobby. Now we're going to keep our sleeves rolled up figuratively because we're going to get our hands dirty. Follow me. Surrounded by the sculptures of Chinese zodiac animals, we are now at the heritage site in Jingdezhen known as the Porcelain Capital. We'll be exploring the minds of two Russian artisans who are helping to revitalize the ancient trade in a place where the most coveted porcelain was produced. The two have come a long way from home to perfect their craft, so let's go meet them. Hello, Anna. Hi, nice to meet you. How are you today?
Good, and you?
I'm good. So this is the JCI workshop.
Yeah, right. This is a foreign student studio.
And so what are you working on?
Right now I'm painting some cups here.
Okay.
Yeah, with flowers.
Can I try it too?
Yeah, sure. Let's try.
I'm going to draw something. So I'm going to draw this emoji dog. It looks
yeah,
like
right.
my dog. I'm going to try to draw it here. When did you move here to China?
I first time came to Jingdezhen in 2016.
Yeah.
I actually knew about the city before as I started Chinese culture in the university. So I heard a lot about the city, but I never imagined how it looks like. Then I just saw that they have different residency programs and different universities, and like everything is about ceramics, and I decided to give it a try. So when I came here I was really amazed, and I thought that like it's a perfect place for an artist to do whatever he or she wants. Yeah, that's how it started the first time when I came here. And then I was looking for an opportunity to come here again.
Are the masters here quite open to, you know, foreigners learning from them, like foreign students learning from them?
It depends from a master, but yeah, some of them are really happy to see foreign students and like, yeah, give some help or advice or something, yeah.
So where can we see your products? I mean, you make all these really nice pieces. Can people see it? Can people buy it?
Yeah, actually, right now there is a Tao Sichuan market. It's held twice a year, and I'm taking part there. So yeah, I would be really happy if you come to see me.
Yeah, I would be excited to go.
Work.
what time does this place open?
This CGTN
Yeah.
or
This
it
whole...
just opened yesterday,
Right.
so it's open for 3 days, and
Anna, this is such an exciting event.
Yeah, it's
so many
really-
people are flocking into this bazaar.
right.
And this what happens every year, or?
Yeah, the market is held twice a year, like
Okay.
in autumn, and this is the second time in spring, and I took part in both of them,
both of it.
and it is like a great experience.
Yeah, and I can see that this is actually a different part of the bazaar, right?
Yeah, exactly. This part is for European artists, so you can see people from the whole world, like from Europe, from Asia, even from Africa.
Yeah, we can see like different flags on top. We have Germany here.
Yeah, right.
And we have Hungary. Where's your booth?
Mine is over there, number 26.
Okay, number 26, we're looking for it. Number 14 here, we still got a few more to go, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm excited to see your booth.
Yeah, me too.
And I hope you sell well today.
Yeah.
Here we are at Anna's booth. And Anna, can you tell us a little bit about your artwork?
Yeah, sure. So as you can see, I separated it into 2 different tables.
Right.
And here it's more about dining sets, like plates, cups. And on the other part is my new project, hands.
Yeah. Can you tell us about this hand? I mean, this is quite different from what we're seeing on other booths, right?
Yeah, it's a project on which I've been working recently. They're all functional. For example, here, like this hand has many different functions. You can hang it on a wall like this.
As decoration, right?
Yeah, yeah, or like just a hanger or hook. Yeah, so you can put, like keys or jewelry. So also it can be a jewelry holder. So you can like place it and put different rings or like chains.
可以慢慢看哦。它可以放戒指，然后
还可以挂在墙上。
它可以挂在墙上，因为它这边可以挂在墙上，你可以放钥匙。哦，其实多功能，对，它是多功能的，对，大家可以看一下。
哇，我想知道这里边画的是什么呀？这个是？
这里面是个花，right？
Yeah, it's a rose.
这个是可以当这种喝水
对，
吗？
喝水，
然后也可以喝中国式的水是吗？但这2个是多少钱
？380，但是如果你买2个，可以给你打折。对对。
很好看。
好，谢谢。
我帮你保一下。
对。All right, we did it.
Yay!
Good job, Anna.
Yeah, thank you.
Temptation is everywhere, and there's one thing I learned today, that is you need to bargain for a good price because there are so many varieties here, and don't just stop at one booth. You need to keep moving on and check out all the items before you go for it. Okay, I have a little brooch here, so I'm going to find something else to match this brooch. Since we're in Jingdezhen, I figured this would make sense. 老板，这个多少钱呢？15块钱。我知道来这边是要杀价一下，10块钱，卖不卖？ I hesitated. 没关系，没关系，待会我们的制作人帮我付一下。I'm gonna have my producer pay for this. But it looks good, doesn't it? Anyways, it's getting late, so we have more exciting things planned for tomorrow, and I'm gonna go get on with my shopping. So I'll see you around. Yeah, nice to finally.
Nice to meet you, Louisa.
This is a great place, such a lovely place. It has a very authentic vibe to it.
Right. This is most important part in Jingdezhen. It's Jiaosu, like sculpture factory as we call it. So here we can do all kind of ceramic as you want. Here you can find shifu who will do everything for you and also can help and teach you. Also we can see a lot of shops here, like where you can buy all traditional Chinese ceramic and new style too.
I feel like in every corner you turn, there's ceramic everywhere.
Right, yeah.
This is really nice. You can be my tour guide today and take me around,
Of
right?
course, yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
What's back here, though?
Here, like this, they sell looks like traditional stuff, ceramic, and.
These are some like workshops or. Yeah, the street is very interesting. It consisted of different workshops.
Yeah, here we can find a lot of people who doing every different works. So by the way, one of my works was broken and I feel so sad about that and I don't know what to do. And I found a way to make a mold here. I decided to make a mold here, Li Shifu. Second step, I put slip casting there in Wang Shifu place. So we can check.
Oh, we can take a look at your mold. The mold is still in there?
The mold's still there.
Okay, let's take a look. And so where's your mold?
Yeah, my mold is there, right here.
Oh.
Here you can see my pattern.
Oh, so that's a pattern. What is it for? Is it for a plate? So what is it for?
Yeah, it's what my idea was making one plate, like one flat piece.
How long do you need to leave it before you're fire in the kiln?
So it's like depends. Like Shifu said, this kind of little was hard for this pattern because I make a carving, and my carving is kind of deep. So it's for Shifu was not so heavy, but he did it very well.
Oh. And so once the mold is done, so what is the next step? You put it in the kiln?
Yeah, the mold done, and after that.
Put the slip casting?
Slip casting is finished. Right. After that, I take out my work, still a little wet. We put it to make it dry and put it to the kiln after when you put the glaze.
Okay. And this kiln, can everyone use it?
Yeah, it's a public kiln here, so everyone who needs to make them works, they can come here to fire them works.
You mean public? Is it free or
no?
So you need to pay for it? Okay.
Yeah. So the chef will wait when it will be full. When it's the kiln already full of the works, he will put it.
So you got to wait until the kiln is completely full before they fired it up. So this is the final step, right?
Yeah. This is our public kiln.
What if you can't find a spot, or when do you come to make sure that you have a spot?
I need to come early.
How early are we talking about?
Actually, here you need to know the time when they fired. So usually it's early, early morning.
And where do you put your work? Is it in the middle and on top or on the bottom?
Yeah, usually, to be honest, where I can find this space, because I usually came not so early.
You're not a morning person, right?
Yeah, so, but if I came early, I can choose my space by myself. So, it'll tell Shifu that I need high temperature, so it means like I need to put my work more higher. If my glaze needs to low temperature, I will put somewhere down.
It's so hot in here, right, because of the kiln. How hot is this kiln? Temperature-wise?
Temperature is 1,301.
I know. I'm just sweating here, just standing right here.
Can you imagine in the summertime?
Wow.
So this place is really convenient because here you can find the shifu, make your production. After that, put the fires, your works there. Everything is convenient.
Yeah, step by step, you can get everything done here.
Right.
Seems like the market is already closing, right?
Yeah.
They're all packing away. We came too late.
12 o'clock, everybody is going to dinner, have a dinner.
How often do you come to this market?
Yeah, when I have a time, I come to see what's new piece, which new piece they have, something maybe interesting, what I can use.
So you've been in Jingdezhen for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of impression do you have of this place? I mean, besides, learning about ceramic production.
It's like great city which give you opportunity to communicate easier with another foreigner. Here everybody know each other. Almost
a small community, right?
Yeah, and also special for Jingdezhen, this is a city which don't put you under your pressure. It's kind of like big 工作室, big workshop. You have a lot of ability to create what you want. You can draw something and give to somebody to help you to realize that you can study by yourself to create what you want. You can study new technique and mix everything as you want.
Yeah.
So for creation, it's really important place how I see that.
And how's your Mandarin?
Mama, hu.
Can you help me bargain something? This is quite nice, and I want your point of view.
这个多少钱，老板？
这个是260。
260，这么贵啊？
一个260吗？
主窑的。
那这个多少呢？
这个是60
的。
对。
可以便宜啊。
对，我们买个那个什么，我买个。
是外地人来过。对
啊。那我买4个吧。你说一个多少？一个30啊，30 right？
30。
Okay.
不要
Successfully. How much was it originally? 40?
So you take it 4, right?
I'll take 4.
下就忘了。
多少是100。All right, mission accomplished. 谢谢你啊，
谢谢。
I have been here for a few days and I've really absorbed the artistic energy of the city. I'm feeling really inspired. Artisans exert their creativities in many, many ways, and foreign artists join the efforts too. They might not be here for long, but they are taking home with them a rich part of Chinese tradition and history. They are keeping the traditional craft alive so that it's not forgotten in the modern world. And I'm also contributing to that effort as well. Look at what I'm doing. I'm soaking it all up and bringing it back to Beijing with me. It was a remarkable experience for me. And despite of modernity, it is inspiring to see that people still value the origins of it all, where it all began. Next, do you want to see Xiaojun spinning in the air and jumping through fire hoops? Now let's follow his footsteps to Wuqiao.
Here I am at the county of Wuqiao, and I just found this tuk-tuk-like vehicle, and now I'm going to take this vehicle to go to the acrobatics training school. 咱们去那个杂技培训中心。Well, this is a small town, but I'm just wondering why they would be coming all the way from Africa to China to Wuqiao to learn acrobatics. Another question is, are they going to stay here in China or are they going back to Africa? Now this is the place, Wuqiao Acrobatics Art School. What did you do before you come to Wuqiao to study acrobatics?
I was a student.
A student?
Yeah.
And how come that you just decided that you wanted to get yourself into acrobatics?
I love acrobatics, and we don't have acrobatic school in our country. So I decided to come here and practice acrobatics.
China is so far away from Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
How come you end up here studying acrobatics in Wuqiao?
Just scholarship from the Chinese government.
So what was the arrangement?
You must be fluent with acrobatic, you must know, and then you must train hard for acrobatic. If you don't train, you will not come.
So you had some basic foundations before, but you said you didn't really have a training school.
Yeah, we don't have a training school, but we train for ourselves.
Okay. What is it like, to be living and schooling in China? What's the most difficult part?
We don't have free time to go and out, go and chill, you know what, chill, dance, party, you know, we don't have that time. Only after training, wash, go to bed, talk to your parents from their sleep. The next time again, you wake up, training, come again, finish, go to bed.
You want to dance?
Yeah, in our country we go party.
All the time?
No, not
all the time.
Yeah, but one time,
yeah.
You know, to be inside one place is not easy.
I told you, Wuqiao is a small place.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And Eddie, what's the most difficult part for you?
Yeah, just like she said, it's just the same. And me, another difficult part is the training. Like to practice new things, it's really hard.
Training?
Yeah. Like when I watch a video, when the teacher starts showing me a new video, she said, Eddie, you have to practice this one, you have to practice this one. I never knew how to start, so mainly that is the most difficult part in my study here.
What is your favorite part?
My favorite part is like going out another cities for performance, like in Beijing and other cities, yes.
Where have you been?
In Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen, and another city, I forgot the name.
But you like, you've attended the formal performances with the group. How did the audience react to your performance?
Always shouting and clapping. Some people are just like this, oh my God, I don't do that.
Yeah, everyone would do that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's so, yeah.
And what about you? And were you nervous on stage performing for the first time, say?
Yeah, like for the first time I was nervous, but I control my heart. I control my heart and stay calm and perform well.
You contort your head to stay calm. That's a nice way to calm yourself, right? It's, wait, let me calm myself a little bit. And that's a unique way, because no one else can do it. So what's your trick? Control yourself. Yeah, so, but later on you get used to it.
Yeah, I get used to it. I never been nervous on stage. I perform normal. I feel normal. I even enjoy performing.
What is your favorite part?
When I came in China, I was having this thinking that, oh, I'm black, I'm going to be shunned. Like, people are going to be casting you away. But I find out that Chinese people are very friendly to black people. In here, because like when you are walking on the street, you will see a Chinese baby or a woman saying, hi, hi, hello, hello, hello. All of that. And when you go, if you want to buy something, they will give you away. You buy first, then you go. I like that. And then
give us free.
I like,
friendly.
Yeah.
What is your plan now, since you are graduating very soon? You're going back to your own country.
For me, I like football.
Football?
Yeah, soccer. So I'm going to continue back my training.
Back to football?
Yeah.
Using some tricks learned from here? Yeah. The spinning, I don't know, what is it called? Yeah, spinning plates. Eddie?
I will go and continue my training, yes, and maybe I will come back to work here.
To come back to China?
Yeah.
Okay. And Lizzie, you're going back to school?
Yes.
Yeah, you're still a baby, 13-year-old. This is your gap year.
To training.
What?
Like maybe Saturday or Sunday she will go to training.
And you're on?
Yeah, I'm going to continue acrobatic too.
Acrobatics too. Yeah. Try to make it a career.
Yeah.
Make a living out of it. And what are you going to miss about China?
I'm gonna miss the food.
Which one? What dish?
Baozi.
Dumpling style, steamed dumplings, or? Yeah.
I will miss my teacher.
Your teachers?
Yeah.
Okay, Lizzie?
My teachers.
Teachers.
Yeah. And the Wi-Fi.
What? Teachers, including that lady, right? Teachers and Wi-Fi too. And?
My friends from another foreign countries like Kenya, Laos, here.
So there are many foreign students getting trained here from other countries, from Kenya, from Laos, and from Pakistan.
Yeah. All the flags you see.
Yeah, you're going to miss them too. And probably it is possible in the future that you form a group, international team, right? Consisting all these students graduating from this school. And before we go, can you show us some moves or teach me some tricks at all? Eddie? No, Dada.
No. Okay, you are going to do it now. One.
Do it like this, over here.
Okay, change, good.
But I did manage one second, right? One second. It's all right.
Hand only move and then.
Okay, synchronize.
So, like this, when you go this.
Yeah.
Go this.
Okay. Yeah. One.
Two. Yeah. Go.
Yes! Yes! Good. Yeah, keep practicing and I'll see you. I'm doing good. And see you tomorrow at the graduation ceremony. We'll see them perform tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
现在一共有多少留学生？
有26名。
26个，来自哪些国家有？
来自老挝、肯尼亚和塞拉利昂。
3个。
对，3个国家。
每年都差不多？
差不多，去年是35名。这个数目不一样，有的时候多点，有的时候少点。这样。
他们都要有基础吗？
我们也尽量的招一些有基础的，因为培训期1年，我们这个杂技呢又是一个需要时间很长的这个项目。如果说培训期特别短的话，或者说没有基础的话，培养起来很难。
你教他们哪一些项目？这个有什么考虑吗？
学生来了之后，我们先看一下他的身体素质，看一看他适合练习什么项目，练习什么项目好看。
以前毕业的学生现在有在做这一行的吗？
有，大部分学生都没有改行，大部分学生就是回到他们的国内之后，都是说从事杂技演出，去欧洲啊，去这个外国都去演出，
那相当于是在这学完了之后，给他找到了一个谋生的手段。
对，是，这个也增长了他的这个经济价值。
比如说往届的毕业生里面，这么些年他发展好了，有没有做得特别成功的例子？
最突出的是这个埃塞俄比亚的一个学生，他是05年和2005年、2006年在我们学校学了2年，然后学习了2年，他回埃塞俄比亚之后，然后他演了几年出，然后积累了一些资金，然后在埃塞俄比亚就办了一个杂技学校。现在他的杂技学校规模很大，现在应该得有200名左右的这个学生，他自己任学校的校长。在上一次的这个中国吴桥杂技节上，他带着他的学生获得了铜奖的好成绩。
先看看明天他们的汇报表演。
你值得期待，很精彩，
一定会成功，
很精彩的，很精彩的。
And now they're taking some pictures after the graduation performance, but sadly this also marked the end of their stay in China. They will be flying back to their own country tomorrow. And this is just a one-year stay in Wuqiao. Hopefully this 1 year would generate some positive results. This would become a valued experience for all these young teenagers. These are the stories of this episode. And there are only 3 of so many who are still here in China learning the crafts and skills. Many of them, on the completion of their studies, would choose to stay in China, and many of them would choose to go back to their home countries.
For many people, it's a life-changing experience. In a way, they are cultural messengers. Let's just hope that they found what they're looking for here in China. All the best to them.
All the best. And thank you for watching this episode of Crossover. See you again next time.
Bye.